to speak on last weekend's events marking the 76th anniversary of the Battle of Crete and the Greek campaign on World War II. I had the honour of attending the wreath-laying ceremony at the Shrine of Remembrance, where we paid our respects to the fallen ANZAC veterans of this very important battle. Fought on the island of Crete, this battle was not only important to the World War II war effort campaign itself, but it was important in cementing the strong and enduring bonds between Australia and Greece, bonds of comradeship and shared values. On Sunday, I had the pleasure of attending the official luncheon at the Pancretan Village in Wantirna South, Deputy Speaker, where I met the last remaining 4 diggers of this campaign, Mr Norm Maddock, Mr Les Manning, Mr Ian Barker and Mr David Humphreys, war veterans of the Battle of Crete who have lived long and productive lives, revered and respected for their service and contribution. Norm Maddock served with the 2nd Division 7th Infantry Battalion, joined up when he was 17 years old. He fought in the battles of Bardia and Tobruk before being sent with his battalion to Greece. Evacuated from Kalamata in early hours of 27th of April on the troop ship Costa Rica, which was attacked at sea, Norm and all on board successfully transported to British warships. He then fought in the Battle of Crete in May 1941 at Georgokopoulos and Chania, and the Battle of the 42nd Street near Suda. Captured, he escaped and made his way to the northern African coast by sea. Norm was very proud of the support of the Greek people during the Greek and Crete campaigns, and in 2007 he was awarded the OAM for his services to the Victorian Tramways Union, of which he was a very proud union rep and a member of the Australian Labor Party. Mr Les Manning served with the 2nd Division of the 7th Battalion, joining up at the age of 26, an old man, as he put it. He left behind a wife and a 13-month-old son, and like Norm, Les fought in the Battle of Bardia and Tobruk before being sent with his battalion to Greece. Evacuated from Kalamata on the 27th of April on the troop ship Costa Rica, which was attacked at sea, Norm and all on board successfully transported to British warships. He then fought in the Battle of Crete, and he was taken to Skinis as a prisoner of war camp before being transferred to the infamous Thessaloniki prisoners of war camp and then on to Germany. He returned to Australia. His son, by that stage, was 6 years old. The effervescent Les is a mad Richmond Football Club supporter, always attends ANZAC Day parades, including this year's, and he loves the Cretan community, marching with them on ANZAC Day. Mr Ian Barker was a gunner with the 2nd Division, 3rd Australian Light Anti-Aircraft Artillery. Ian fought in the Battle of Crete. His troops were sent to defend the aerodrome at Iraklio following the defeat of the German attack on Iraklio, but the fall of Malame on the west of the island. The forces of Iraklio were then evacuated. They were transported as they were attacked from Crete. There were many casualties. Ian suffered these air attacks and was captured following the bombing of his evacuation ship. He escaped from his POW camp in Italy, only to be captured again. And Mr David Humphreys was a sergeant with the 2nd Division of the 3rd Australian Light Anti-Aircraft Artillery. David's troops fought in the defence of Malame Aerodrome on the western side of Crete. He was successfully evacuated from the southern Cretan port of Sfakia. He is the only one of these 4 veterans who was not captured during the Battle of Crete, and he continues to live in Bendigo. Many thanks, Deputy Speaker, should go also to historian and academic Jim Claven, who has dedicated most of his life to documenting Greece's history, war history, including our own Australia's. As the Secretary of the Melbourne-based Lemnos Gallipoli Commemorative Committee since 2011, Jim has written extensively on the ANZAC connection to Greece. He was instrumental in another recent significant milestone for Australia and Greek wartime recognition, the Lemnos Gallipoli Memorial, which was commissioned and unveiled on August 17, 2015. This sculpture centres around the arrival of Australian nurses on the island of Lemnos in 1915. It was designed and created by commemorative sculptor Mr Peter Corlett, who was also created the magnificent sculptor of the Light Horseman Memorial at Beersheba, where I had the opportunity this year with many of my colleagues to be part of a very important ANZAC Day ceremony. I do want to congratulate all 4 of our surviving war veterans and wish them further healthy life.